We're pleased to share the good news update for February 2025. This month, we're sharing the incredible efforts of students, staff, and community members in support of student learning. Our stories are aligned to the most relevant strategic direction, although each of them touches multiple directions in our strategic plan. Earlier this month, the Waterloo Region High School cross-country ski race invited 40 student athletes from 3 WRDSB schools: Cameron Heights, Grand River, and the Waterloo Collegiate Institute. We want to express our thanks to the WRDSB staff and volunteers who meticulously groomed the trails at Rockaway Golf Course to ensure the students had as smooth a run as possible. Congratulations to the 2025 Nordic Ski champions and finalists pictured here. The Laurel Heights Open Curling team played their final game of the season, ending on a high note. Students ended with a perfect score, playing an 8-ender. An 8-ender is similar to a perfect game in baseball. The odds of this happening are 1 in 120,000. Congratulations to the Laurel Heights Open Curling team. We are pleased to welcome Scott Miller as he assumes the role of Director of Education. Scott is a graduate of the WRDSB and began his almost 30-year career with the school board in 1995. He's taken on a range of roles from teacher, principal, superintendent, to associate director, and now director. Scott will support the whole organization and the multi-year strategic plan. He will lead our school board in supporting the achievement and well-being of all students as they achieve their full potential in learning and in life. Congratulations, Director Miller. The WRDSB is committed to supporting families and caregivers to help students build a strong foundation for academic success. This month, we shared important information about the ways we are supporting student learning in reading and math. Helping students to increase their reading skills is important for student success. Evidence-based tools allow educators to screen the reading skills of students in senior kindergarten to grade 2. We recently shared an update for families about new information that will be included on their child's report card, and how it can help guide the work they are doing at home to support their child in uncovering a love of reading and writing. We also shared an invitation for families and caregivers to take part in 2 virtual webinars about Reflex Math. Reflex Math is an online tool that uses games to engage students in mathematics skill development. The sessions focus on how to help families monitor the child's progress at home and use Reflex Math. We're pleased to share that 1,000 parents and family members have signed up to take part. We are proud to announce that with your help, we raised nearly $40,000 in support for Nutrition for Learning during our recent giving campaign. Together, we're helping to make sure that no student is hungry and that they can focus on learning in their classrooms. Thank you to the students and staff at Blair Road Public School who invited us for a visit to see how they work together to make sure that all students have the nutrition they need to learn. Students born in 2020 and 2021 are eligible to register to start kindergarten in September. We continue to invite all of those in our community with children who are ready to start kindergarten in the next school year to begin the registration process on our website. We can't wait to welcome our youngest learners in September 2025. Our student trustee election is well underway, with secondary students across the WRDSB casting their ballots for their chosen candidates. Congratulations to all the candidates who took part for their efforts. We can't wait to share the election results with you next month. As we learn more about the students who will be representing their peers at the board table for the 2025 and 2026 school year. We know that schools are integral parts of the communities we serve. Selecting a name for a school is an important first step in the ongoing relationship between the school and those who learn, work, grow inside and out of the school. The name should reflect the values of the community and be a welcoming space for all. Staff, students, families, and community members were invited to submit their ideas for a potential school name for the new South Kitchener Elementary School, located at 670 Thomas Slee Drive. Thank you for everyone who submitted their suggestions. Next up, the naming committee will determine the top 10 choices. The community will again be invited to help us select the top 3 names for the list, which will be presented to the Board of Trustees, who will determine the chosen name. February is Psychology Month. It's an opportunity to highlight the important role psychological services staff play in the lives of students, and to share a variety of resources developed by the WRDSB staff. This includes the monthly Lunch and Learn series that invites parents and families to learn more about how to support the well-being and success of their children. At the WRDSB, we strive to recognize Black brilliance and create an environment where African, Caribbean, and Black identifying students, staff, and community members see their brilliance highlighted, represented, and celebrated. This year's theme is Flourishing, which represents the presence of positive well-being, belonging, and agency. Stay tuned at the end of this month's Good News Update to hear directly from Mwuku, a WRDSB student and Black Brilliance Ambassador, to learn more about what flourishing means to him. Vista Hills Public School hosted its first ever Black Brilliance Day. in partnership with students and staff from surrounding schools. Edna Stabler, Laurel Wood, and Laurel Heights students came together to take part in icebreakers, games, and brainstorming activities, followed by the sharing of a meal featuring Caribbean cuisine. On February 20th at Wilfrid Laurier University's Lazaridis Hall, the WRDSB hosted the second annual Black Brilliance Conference for elementary students. Guided by the theme of flourishing, the breakout sessions ranged from making music, storytelling, math, wellness, and more. Thank you to all the organizers, speakers, staff, and students for making this event so wonderful and engaging. Vanessa, a WRDSB graduate and now a student at Wilfrid Laurier University in the Health Sciences program, is the artist behind the Region of Waterloo's first ever bus wrap celebrating Black History Month. Her design on the Grand River Transit bus reflects the theme of Black excellence, past, present, and future, and was selected by the Region of Waterloo's Black History Month Committee in partnership with the Caribbean Canadian Association of Waterloo Region. Congratulations, Vanessa, on your incredible accomplishments, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Students at Grandview Public School, New Hamburg, played dueling dice in music class as a fun and slightly competitive way to practice rhythm and beat. Lackner Woods Public School students filled up a paper compliments jar to express positive messages to their peers. Conestoga Public School Grade 7 students finished their news and review projects, writing about topics from artificial intelligence to the trends and major events of 2024. Elementary literacy intervention specialists shared how they're supporting all students to develop their literacy skills by taking a differentiated approach to teaching students to read and write. Coronation Public School's Comic Club has grown in popularity and was started by students. We're excited to see the community grow, showcasing the imaginative comic designs and storytelling and the positive impact they have on readers. Across the board, students are engaging with curriculum in creative ways. Pictured are Grandview Public School, New Hamburg students reviewing math concepts with fun games and activities. Students at Grandview Public School learned about the phases of the moon with Oreo cookies. That sounds like a tasty lesson. Students at Grandview Public School, Cambridge, enjoyed some time on the ice at Carl Hellmuth Arena. The entire school, grades JK to 6, will have the opportunity to walk to the arena to practice their skating skills, bringing winter joy to students. Thank you to the students, staff, families, teachers, and community members who have helped out with this endeavor. As the snow and cold weather continue on, so do our students. At the Heidelberg Education Center, students from Westvale Public School had an opportunity to try snowshoeing for the first time. Earlier this month, students at Glencairn Public School bundled up to celebrate Winter Carnival. The event built on what students had been learning in class about French-Canadian culture as part of the French language curriculum. The event included sledding, snow painting, hockey, musical chairs, face painting, and more. Thank you to the staff and school council at Glencairn for this engaging learning opportunity for students. We'd like to congratulate students on passing their 100th day of school. We are more than halfway through the school year as we reflect on all the learning that has taken place so far at the WDSB. We want to extend our gratitude to all students, staff, family, and community members for their commitment to the success of our students. Special thanks to the Grandview Public School, New Hamburg, for really getting into the spirit for the 100th day of school celebration. The overall social media reach across all of our platforms from February 1st to February 24th was 774,637 views. The overall engagement was 28,487 likes, shares, comments, and saves. Additionally, we had 1,350 clicks to links we shared that took our followers and users to important information or sharing of good news. Some of the top themes and topics this month were Scott Miller being appointed the Director of Education for the Waterloo Region District School Board, asking the community to help us name our newest elementary school, celebrating the generosity of our community in support of Nutrition for Learning programs, and secondary students across the WRDSB were called to cast their vote for next year's student trustees. As always, we send love and appreciation to all of the incredible staff, students, families, and volunteers who make the WRDSB so great. We had a variety of media coverage this month, recognized by Cambridge Today the incredible generosity of our community with an outstanding donation of $40,000 in support of Nutrition for Learning. CTV News highlighted Scott Miller as the new Director of Education for the WRDSB. City News helped us to amplify our call to the community to suggest names for our new elementary school in South Kitchener. Amongst other news, we're proud to have continued support from our students, staff, and community as we build towards success for all students. As part of our celebration and marking a Black Brilliance Month, we're proud to highlight Mawuku, a grade 11 WRDSB student, as a Black Brilliance Ambassador. Mawuku's recorded a video that was shared with our entire system highlighting his thoughts on Black flourishing. We're pleased to be able to share that video with you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mawuku and I am honored to be one of this year's Black Brilliance Ambassadors. When I was younger, I never really understood the concept of racism. Living life as a child was great, where nothing really mattered. But as I grew older, I started seeing change in how others treated each other and how things in life started to get more serious and matter a lot. In fact, racism was a big one. My parents taught me to be proud of who I am and that my culture is what I should be the most proud of. They told me that it would be harder growing up, but I never really understood why my identity, the thing that I should be the most proud of, was going to be challenged until I started facing issues. In this generation, racism is entertainment. Entertainment for those who don't have to experience racism. This is where it all started for me. It was the continuous jokes that made everyone laugh, including me. But why was I laughing at a joke that was a hatred joke directed to my race and identity? This is when I realized I was scared. I allowed my friends to say these things knowing it was bad, but I endured it because they were my friends, and friends always joke around. I would never tell anybody because I didn't want to be considered a snitch or be considered dramatic for fighting for what's right on my side of the situation. That is until I got into high school. The jokes got worse and I continued to laugh along even though nothing about the jokes were funny. But if everyone else was laughing, then I have to fit in. I remember the one day I got an invitation to this small group in this white dominant school. This was a multicultural group, but I avoided it because I was afraid of what others would think of me if I joined. But I built courage and went, and that was probably one of the best decisions I could have made. Obviously, the ignorant people who knew about this group would make jokes about it and laugh, but that didn't matter, because I was open to an opportunity and space where I can encourage myself to be better and not let other people define and choose what I can be. I can now open my voice to others, to speak up for what's right, and understand that no matter what I do, I will always have a supportive community. Of course, I've had moments when my worth was questioned because of my race or the color of my skin, whether it was being overlooked or based on stereotypes. But in those moments, I've grown to remind myself that it was never my fault and that flourishing doesn't come without challenges. Every challenge we face is a chance for us to show our strength, our resilience, and our brilliance. Black flourishing to me means to experience personal growth and to thrive in various aspects of life. It is more about that feeling of success and that will to continue evolving in that positive direction. In other words, it is our right to live fully despite the challenges we face. It's all about thriving, not merely surviving. Our music, our art, our literature, and more accomplishments that could go on is proof of our flourishing. Our flourishing expresses our freedom, resistance, and joy. I think becoming a Black Brilliance Ambassador is my biggest example of flourishing. Not only did I achieve and improve my own personal growth, but I overcame issues like my social anxiety, racism, and stress. I became resilient and broke those barriers and spoke up for myself. And since then, not only did I open a new chapter, but I opened opportunities. So in order to flourish, you have to let go of what's holding you back so you can shine and become successful to open yourself to more opportunities your life has to offer. We all play some type of role in creating spaces where Black flourishing is not just possible, but is celebrated. It is no competition, but a collective journey, because when one of us rises, we all rise.
We know that families and parents are partners in education, and we work together with them to support every student in achieving their full potential. Mawuku's parents shared their thoughts in response to his video, which we think helps to illustrate the learning parents see their children achieving in our schools. To our boy Mawuku, your smile and your curiosity is a gift. Your need to educate others of the racism that occurs in everyday life is all because you want to help empower other students to stand together, to become stronger, and to be seen as students, not by color or race, but as students who are at the school to learn and to gain knowledge for their future when they step out into the world. Mawuku, our quiet and shy boy, you were noticed and seen. Stand tall and be proud and thankful of this achievement. Congratulations, Mawuku. And that wraps up the Good News Update for February 2025.